Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. Today I'll be showing you guys how you can make a toolbar on Android Studio. Basically, you'll be using the toolbar as an action bar on top of the screen. So let's just get started. Let's create an empty activity. Name this toolbar or something. And click on finish. Alright, so this is our empty activity, and this is the main activity.xml. Now let's talk about the difference between an action bar and a toolbar. So the action bar is basically a static thing that stays on top of the screen, and it's not as customizable as the toolbar. So the toolbar is basically like a view, and it's treated like a view, so you can customize it and make it any type that you want. So it's a bit more flexible, and you can use it as an action bar. So this is what we'll be doing in this video. So the first thing that you need to do is add a implementation that will allow you to be able to use it as an action bar. So the first thing is go over to your build Gradle. This will be in the description. So I'm gonna sync. Alright, so yeah, so now we'll be creating the main toolbar. So go over to your activity.xml, the place where you want this to be, and the first thing that we'll be doing is take away all of this, and let's add a basic linear layout. And this is the toolbar widget. So this is the ID, and the width is to match parent, so it's gonna go as far as it can, and the height is wrap content, and this is the colors and the background. So yeah, so this is gonna create the toolbar. Now the layout here is a bit important because you don't want it to overlap with the other elements, and you want it to stay on top of the screen. So it's important that you use this layout in order to get the action bar thing, the action, to make it as to make the toolbar as an action bar, and the other elements will go in here. So let's say if you want to create a relative layout, gonna add everything inside the relative layout. So let's see if you wanted to create a text view. You can see that we have our text view action bar here. It doesn't have any icons or anything. We'll add that later. Alright, so another thing that you have to do is that you need to go over to your values and to your style XML. Now here you'll find that the theme of the app is set to an action bar option, so you want to change this to no action bar. This is so that there isn't a default action bar, or else the one that we made won't get showed, because it will get an error that says that there's already an action bar and it can't be used. Yeah, so basically you need to set this to no action bar so that you can use the one that you made. Now let's go over to main activity. We need to add the toolbar that we just created. So toolbar equals to view by ID. Alright, so another thing that you need to do is set support action bar and then type in our toolbar. Alright, so if you get an error like this is because I haven't defined the toolbar properly. So basically this isn't correct, so let's get rid of that, and then it will ask me to import the correct class. So I have two options here. Now the one that I've used before was this, so this doesn't work. This is not consistent with the one that we want to do, though the one that we just implemented on the build Gradle. So this is the one that we implemented, and this will allow us to use it as an action bar. So let's click that, and the errors go away. Alright, so basically the toolbar is made, and you can now run this, and it will show up like an action bar and everything. And also if you want to show the title, you just need to add this code here, which will enable the title of the app on the action bar. I mean toolbar, same thing in this case. So yeah. Alright, so let's add the icons on our action bar. So the first thing that you need to do is go to a rest folder and create a new folder and name this to menu. So this is where we'll have all our menus and everything. So click on the menu, go over to new, add menu resource file, and we'll type in, let's say, click OK. So this is an XML file now. So go over to our code. We will add a few icons on our menu. Alright, so this is basically the code for creating the items on your menu. So you basically add the items like this. Each item has its own like custom options and everything. So this is the icon from your drawers. This is the title, this is the ID. We kept it to very simple, so you can see that there is this preview of how it looks. Now here's the thing: if you have your icons assigned like this, then it doesn't come up as a menu like this. It will show up as icons on your toolbar. If you don't have this assigned, if you don't have the icons assigned, then it will show up like a traditional menu, that like a drop down menu, and there will be the 3 dots on the side. Yeah, so that's about it on the design of the menus. So let's add to our main activity. So we have the on click options and everything. Yeah, so this is on create options menu, and then you type in get menu inflator, and then you inflate the toolbar menu that we created here, and that's about it. To create the on click options, it's built in as well. Alright, so this is how you create on click options for your menu. This is where you type in the name, the ID that you have created here. So this is button 1 for that r.id, and then thing that you want here. So we do this for another case where the button ID is 2, so it's button for button 1. This you can type in what happens here and then what happens for this. So yeah, this is the simple way to make a toolbar on Android Studio. Hope this wasn't way too complicated. It's really simple. Maybe I'll make a part 2 where I talk about customizing this even further, because you can really do a lot of things and make it the way you want it to, and like make it disappear sometimes, disappear when scrolling, and you can do a whole lot of things with the color scheme and styling and all that. So yeah, thanks all for watching. I'll see you guys again in the next video. Leave a like if this video was helpful, and thanks all for watching.